Welcome everyone to a new game by Stellar Fish, and this is Spark in the Dark. Now, I don't normally do sorts of videos like this, like a first impressions video. I mean, I played this game a few hours ago this afternoon, uploaded it to the channel without any commentary because I thought I'll just have a little go on it and I'll record it because there's hardly any YouTubers, pretty much only about 4 or 5 people, including myself, and some others that have actually covered this game so far, and it's in demo format at the moment. It's not actually been released. As I said, it's been done by a new company called Stellar Fish. They're European, and so far I'm really impressed, and I think you will be as well when you see it, if you haven't already seen it. Okay, so let's have a look. It's a new RPG game, isometric style, top down, 3D. So we've got 4 classes. We've got Blacksmith, Warrior, Hunter, and Thief. Now, the Blacksmith is a medium to heavy armour wearing, what I can only describe as somebody who clobbers people over the head, or monsters over the head, with a massive hammer and does astounding amounts of damage. So his strong qualities are strength. Well, that's pretty expected from a blacksmith. Constitution, yep, he needs a lot of health, he needs a lot of energy for what he's doing. Abilities, equipment repair, well, yes, again, that's expected from a blacksmith to repair his own gear. But also crowbar usage. I'm expecting that in the game, crowbar usage to be for doors, traps, and things like that. We'll see. So combat skills, we have hammers, we have medium armour, we have heavy armour, as I just said, and there's a +1 attribute to each of these. Okay, so warrior, let's move on to the warrior. We have strong qualities. Constitution, very healthy individual, got a lot of health, could take a lot of damage and punishment. Strength +1, I would say +1, that's just one plus. He's really fairly strong, got a strong arm. Abilities, battle rage, weapon sharpening, so he can sharpen his own gear to give it a bit of an edge, pardon the pun. Combat skills, swords, well, yes, that's expected from a warrior. Axes, hammers, yep, so he's proficient in most one-handed weapons, and he also uses, as expected, medium armor and heavy armor. Now, each of these 5 attributes, don't worry, I can count. Each of these 5 attributes has +1 to it. Now, by now you're used to my commentary. It's a bit quirky. It's a bit humorous. But I will try to be serious mainly in this. Now, the Hunter, the 3rd class. Basically, his strong qualities are dexterity and perception, because the Hunter needs to hone his skills on what he's actually searching for or hunting for. That's why they call him a hunter. His dexterity is quite good, really good, because he uses one-handed weapons. His perception is good, but not as good as dexterity. I would expect his perception to be greater than his dexterity, but never mind. So he's aware of his surroundings. Abilities, traps, ripper. I have no idea what ripper means. Ripping his foes apart? Don't know. Traps, so he can disarm traps and open doors. That's what that tells me. Combat skills, axes, light armor and medium armor, so he's like a rogue or a trickster type. But there's the trickster, the thief. So the thief, the 4th class, the final class you can play in this demo. I mean, I'm aware that once the game finally releases, I think there'll be a 5th class, but we don't yet know what it's going to be. So the strong qualities of the thief, let's have a look at that. We have perception, so 2 pluses on that, and dexterity 1+ on that. So his perception skill is his main skill, his main base skill. Okay, so he's really aware of his surroundings. He can see things before the other group members can. And also he's aware of his opponent's abilities a lot more than the other group members. Abilities, picking locks. So he's a locksmith. Poisoner. I thought that said prisoner then, but no, poisoner. Be no point in being a prisoner, would there? So the poisoner, he can use potions, and also he can poison his weapons and his arrows. backstab, so I'm assuming that's with one-handed weapons like daggers and swords. So combat skills, we have daggers. So he mainly just uses daggers, I think, as a trickster or a thief. And light armor, +2. Now that's the first +2 skill we've seen. So he really is very proficient at light armor. Okay, so which class should we go for? Well, to be honest with you, I think, as this is my first sort of, going to be trying to be my first proper playthrough of this as a single player, because it's a single player game, I think I'm going to use the warrior, because he's pretty versatile. He's heavy armor and swords, axes, hammers, whereas if you go for the blacksmith, he's just heavy armor, but he's limited to one big weapon, which is slow. So I'm going to go for the warrior. So what have we got here? We've got 3 possible dungeons. We've got the Forgotten Dungeon, the Cursed Dungeon, and we have the Nightmare Dungeon. Now I'm thinking the Nightmare Dungeon is like, yeah, don't go in there unless you've ploughed 50, 60 plus hours into this game and know what you're doing. Forgotten Dungeon. Go to the Forgotten Dungeon and dust off millennial relics. You can meet a lot of different creatures in the darkness of Endless Labyrinth. Okay. So this is for explorers who want more time to study antiquities and solve mysteries of a vanished race. Less monsters and traps. Whereas the Cursed Dungeon, I was going to say synopsis then, but the overview of it. For the brave adventurers, dangerous combinations of research and fights. A large number of dangers, strong monsters and variable traps. Nightmare Dungeon. Yeah. For the desperate madmen. I love it. For the desperate madmen, underground labyrinths are teeming with the vile creatures. Deadly traps and dangers lie in wait for you at every turn. So enter the Nightmare Dungeon if you're a psycho. So let's just go on this. We're level 1. We're a bit of a weed. Haven't really played this properly before, so we'll go in the Forgotten Dungeon. Okay, so we've got a bit of backstory text here. Crisp. Cursed Garrison. In watching this dangerous dungeon day and night, outcasts, scams, offenders, and other garbages were sent here to repent of their sins. Lovely. And it gives you a bit of a explanation about the class you are. Big enough. Here we go. Team made it through the door. Right. Okay. So it's a 3D top-down isometric RPG, as we can see. When I first played it, I was a bit surprised. I thought it might pan up and down, but no. Because then it would be completely 3D, it's isometric. So you have to get used to it. Right. Precious loot is highlighted in yellow beneath the corpse. So you press E to loot the corpse. A terrible looking dead man on whose face a grimace of horror froze in the last moments of his life. So this guy died in a terrible, terrible fashion, and he still has the horrific grimace on his face. You can only imagine how that would be. Okay, so the darkness is starting to affect me. I'm not going to read this. I'm not going to hang around. I need to get into the light. So when you see that redness going around the screen, that tells you that the light is starting to kill you. So around here is a lamp. You press E, you pick up the lamp. Now the lamp is Vladiora's lamp. An irreplaceable thing in the darkness of underground corridors. Illuminates the path and helps to detect hidden objects. Margin of light 267. So basically that is 267 seconds that you have it for. So if we loot that, voila, we have some light. This means everything to the player being lit. So, rusty Cursed Garrison mail armor, heavy armor, used next to the armor we've actually got on. Okay, so we'll loot that, and it automatically equips it, which is really good. So there's my other armor on the floor, look. So, moving on. Now, I played this part earlier, so I already know what there is. So I'm just going to give you a little walk around. These tapestries on the wall, they are basically ancient legends. Now there's 10 of them to collect. We were born deep underground. The great path is inscribed by fate. Our enemy is fierce, bloodthirsty and angry. But Sul helps us to survive. I don't know who Sul is. Must be some sort of religious deity or something, a god. So press E again. Ancient legend 3 of 10. Divas as beautiful as flowers. They arose by the wall of the Father of the Void. Sorrow and anxiety in the souls of all they dispelled their songs, dances and laughter. He's getting bored of me reading these tapestries because that's why he's flailing his sword around. So what have we got in the centre? Look into. A giant monolith rises imposingly in the middle of the hall. Every side is covered by metal slabs with gold circles and unknown symbols. So there's a shield down here. So let's look at this shield. Very old shield. It's light. The defence is one less than what I've got, so I'm not going to loot that. Why would I? But we have a sword. Rusty short blade. Sword. So the damage, it's the same thing. Now, if I loot it, I get cut. Accuracy minus 15%, so I'm not looting that. No way. So what's on the corpse? Oh, coin. Cool. Did I loot the coin? I'm pretty. Oh, look. There's some coins on the floor. There's a pouch. So the pouch has 3 coins in it. So let's loot all that. What's on the corpse? Loot the armor. Or look at armour, sorry. Decayed quilted armour. So that's light. We don't want that. So what's this dead monster? The corpse of a monstrous spider has long been covered with a layer of mud mixed with dried mucus. I just love the way that the descriptions are written. Now what I'm going to do is just move the camera slightly. There we go. Just so I'm not too far that way. Two-handed hammer. No, that's for the blacksmith. A sword. Master's rusty blade. Damage 33. But my sword is damage 34. Okay. So I'm not going to loot that. What about this shield? There's a corpse in the way. Look, I'm kicking him across the floor. No, that's medium armor. Rusty shield. Yes, I will loot that and change my shield. There's a trap on the floor. It's like looks like a man trap. So if I was a thief, I'd be able to. What's the word? Disarm. No, I don't want the two-handed axe. Right, so here's another tapestry. Like plants out of the ground. Why am I sliding that way? Right. Oh, I didn't get to read it. Okay, sorry about that. I was too worried about him sliding away. It went off the screen. I'll read the next one. Right. Ancient legend 4 of 10. The first were the great She, absorbed the power of the universal soul. Wise, perfect and pure in heart, they began to build bridges to the surface. So it's kind of just telling ancient stories. Decayed Riri's spy armor. No idea. That looks pretty cool. I do like the detail on that, but it's no good to me. If I was a thief, then it probably would be. Right, okay, so I've already collected that one. Okay, so how many seconds have I... Oh, 35 seconds left on my... I've made a grave error here, guys. It may well affect me. I have forgotten to keep turning out my lamp. You press F to turn it on and off. So that's my first mistake. this game will punish you for your mistakes. But if I can stay in the light, I'll be okay. Now, to jump backwards or dodge, you press space. But the grey meter at the bottom is your stamina. You have to be careful to watch your stamina. I'll just last as long as I can. So if you put your lamp on, it helps you heal. Okay, I get the feeling I may have died here. Come on, kill him. Right, okay, I managed to kill them. Now, is he going to stay alive long enough? I think he might. Right, what armour has the undead guy got? No, that's no good for me. So let's loot the corpse. He's got coin. Let's loot his corpse. I don't know what was on there, but so let's look at our stats at the moment. Perception. Damn it, the lamp went out. Well, I needed the lamp to recover my health, because the lamp actually does start to heal you. So battle rage 46. It's climbing. Oh, going down. It's going down. Okay. What am I about my health? It's 8. Ah! We've got another monster coming. Am I dead? I think I might be dead here. Now, as this is in demo mode, demo format, it can start to stop at times. Alright, so we died. So I've slain 2 monsters. Secret places found, none. Open locks, none. So let's press space. Okay. So that was the warrior. So let's go for another new game. And let's try the blacksmith this time. We'll do the Forgotten Dungeon again. By the way, guys, please leave a comment and like the video. Please leave a comment underneath in the comments section to let me know if I've made any mistakes or if the video's good or bad. All feedback is welcome. Like I said, if I was a developer watching all these videos that people are making, I'd be thinking, you know what? People love this game. I'm really impressed. People are taking their time to make these videos on my game. Wow. Right, let's look at the armour. Concentrate. Rusty Cursed Garrison Mail Armour. Heavy Armour. Defense 16. Well, that is a lot better than what I've got, so let's use that. Now, lamp. Yes. Turn it off. Don't run out of light. So we've got his hefty hammer. Right. So let's just select these murals again, just to collect them. And let's see how far we can get. Now, the dungeons and the creatures are procedurally generated. But I don't think it's like a roguelike game. So let's loot the coin. So yeah, you can't spend too long in the dark because it starts to kill you, as I said before. And then we'll just go up here and collect the other 2 murals. Now, I've seen a couple of videos where people are comparing this to Dark Souls. I would agree wholeheartedly with their assessment of that, because it is very unforgiving. Now, we've got a hammer here. Rusty hammer. 2-handed hammer, damage 48. Now, the hammer I'm carrying does It's like a damage is minus 15 to bruising damage, but it's 1 more damage than... So, alright, I'm going to loot this replacement hammer and see how we get on. So, let me have a look. Skills. Crowbar usage, I just love that. Hammers 2, heavy armor 2, medium armor 2. Right, okay. Two-handed hammer, so two-handed hammer, damage 48, defense 7, weight 5. Right. This time we're being very careful with our lamp. So, also, don't attract too many creatures at once. Now, I don't know if noise is a factor in this game. I'm not sure. It may well be. Like, if you progress on too far, you'll attract too many creatures. So what we need to do is we'll just kill these rats, if we can. Yeah, it's leading me straight to danger. Now, I've just noticed something there. I don't know whether you saw that, guys, but you can actually hit two creatures at once with the big hammer. It's like a crowd control effect, so that's pretty good. A monstrous creature of enormous size, the body and limbs of which are covered with mucus. How horrendous. Now, I'm poisoned. That's the green meter at the bottom, but the poison, I think, is healing gradually. Oh, is that a coin on the floor? Let's pick up the coin. No. Alright, so we've got a zombie here. A shambler. Right, so he's gone. And then we've got a spider. I think with the spiders, the best thing to do... Oh, it just lagged a bit there. Oh, I died again. Death overtook you in the Forgotten Dungeon. You died fighting monsters of the Dagroth. Your flesh will become the food of ugly creatures and bones will turn to dust. But I slew 1 more monster than last time. Okay, fine. So that's the blacksmith and the warrior. Let's give the hunter a go. So let's see if he can get any further. Adjust to the monsters. Okay. No, I don't want to read that. Take the coin. No, not now. Okay, let's get the lamp. Okay. Rusty axe. So I've got a rusty axe, damage 34. This one's damage 29, so I'm not going to take that. So we'll, as with the other two, collect the details of the murals. Medium armor 11. Yeah, okay, we'll loot that. We'll change. Okay, we can't use that, no. So we better loot that instead. Darkness is consuming you. Oh, a ring. Celiora's ring. Celiora's legendary... What does that say? Legendary of the Ancients gave her life in the name of saving thousands of divines in a bloody war with the dark races. The ring enhances dexterity, helping to avoid heavy damage. Dexterity +2. And then more coin. Right, so I'm assuming it just automatically, yeah, automatically equips things when you loot them, which is really good. So what's he got? Is he... What is that? It's a hand axe. Can he use a shield? Yes. That's good. Okay. So what about this rusty short blade? Damage 27 to... No. So we won't bother with that. So have we already collected this? No. Okay. Can we loot the skeleton? No. Hello? What have we got on the floor here? Broken trap. Item was received. Trap detail 2. So we got a journal. So we can read the farewell letter. What's this? Ancient legends. And then we've got a bestiary. Corpse spider. Blood poisoning. Constitution -1. Poisoning health -1% in a second. So -1% per second, I think that is. So I've slain 3 of these. And that's a zombie. Right. So let's go through here. Right, here comes a spider right off the bat to try and kill us. So we're going to try and be a bit more cautious with our approach this time. Dodging and fighting. Okay, so what have we got? Poisonous glands. Concentrated poison obtained with a giant spider. Spider poison health -1.4% per second. So I don't know, what can we do with that? Oh, we've got a trap that we can use. And trap details. Poisonous glands. So what can we... No. We can't mix it with anything. So I don't know if there's any crafting in the game. So we've got trap parts on the ground again. Ooh. Oh, and it's Q to swap weapons, by the way. Ah, so we've got a zombie here. So I'm kind of using my combat speed and my dexterity to hack and slash really fast before the zombie gets a chance to even react. Okay, he's coming at me with a hammer there, so I used my shield just in time. But I think the grey meter at the bottom is obviously the stamina meter, so if you run out of stamina, you ain't blocking nothing. So you've got to be very careful. Let's loot the corpse, got some coin. But what armor has he got? No, that's rubbish. So let's have a look at this corpse. He's got some coin. No armor to pick up. So what's this? Got no idea. Is it some kind of machine? Is it... No. I'm more interested in the zombies over here. Oh. So bleeding. Is that me bleeding or is it him? I think it's me. Spacebar is to jump. So it gives you an indication that you've almost killed the enemy when he's getting weak. Which kind of, you know, reassures the player that they're doing quite well in the fight. Kind of spurs you on, I like that. You've almost killed him. So here comes our next contender. I almost killed him. I like the way they're just covered in blood and it's just going everywhere. I mean, I'm not a goremonger, but it just gives it a bit more realism. 4 Towers knife. So, we have a special knife here. It's got a name. So that applies a deep wound. So let's... okay, we've got a spider here. That's not good. And look how fast that killed that spider. Wow. So, another poisonous gland. Unknown mechanism. Can we loot that? No. I don't know what it is. So how long have we got? 59 seconds on the... Hello? On the... So for some reason I'm not able to use my shield. I don't know why. Oh, don't tell me I'm dead. No, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm not doing... Oh, I died! Okay, so Slain Monsters 7. I did a lot better there with the thief. But that was because I was using that special dagger. Or was it the hunter I was playing? Do you know what? I think it was actually the hunter. Yes, it was. Right. Okay. Well, let's select the thief. Let's see how we go with him. Right, here we are again. So, yeah, bloody no. No. This kind of feels like that film with Tom Cruise in it. Is it Edge of Tomorrow, where he keeps dying and coming back, and dying and coming back? I think it's called Edge of Tomorrow. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes. No, I don't want light armour to replace my medium armour, do I? No. No. Right, okay. So same again. So this guy is a light to medium armour wearer. As I said, I'm pretty sure I wasn't on my thief before. I think it was on the hunter. But anyway, this is the fourth and last class to look at. Aha! Lockpicks. Or picklocks. Right. So I think if you're playing a different class, it gives you a different set of loot. Which I suppose makes sense. Why is it not letting me click on this? I haven't seen it yet. Ah. Oh. Right. Look into, yeah. Let's get all the coin and the pouch. Now, this dagger, let's have a look at it. Deep wound, constitution -1. Yes, I mean this dagger is. Hang on a minute. No, that's a mistake. Swap that. Oh. Yeah, sorry, the used one, the one I've got, is a lot better. Right, let's have a look at this one. Used. No. Forget that. So there's more trap parts down here. Can I pick them up? Is he going to let me pick up the trap parts? No. It must have been the hunter I was on before. Right. So let's just go through each room without dawdling, should I say. So this guy can use 2 weapons, which is really good. He's got like a weapon in each hand, so he can do double the amount of damage because he's only using light armor. Kind of balances it out. Heavy armor, no, he can't use that. There's no point even picking it up. I noticed something. I need to take a closer look. So he's got high perception, so he noticed something about the wall, and that's why it's highlighted. Whereas I think if you were a different class, you wouldn't have noticed that. So what does it... Ah, a secret passageway. Okay, that's really, really helpful. So I'm just tearing him apart before he's even got a chance to swing his hammer. Imprisoned here... Start again. Imprisoned here for many centuries, he was doomed to wander forever in the dark until death overtook him. Right. Now, what's in this... no, nothing in the cauldron. Moving forward. Right, so we're in a small room. I mean, if I could just stop here and say, this really, really screams D&D. Dungeons and Dragons. The way it's isometric, it's top-down. You've got square, rectangle, circular rooms of stone and wood. Wooden furniture everywhere. What the hell is that? Oh my god! Christ! I almost killed him. Do you know what? I'm shocked. I am absolutely flabbergasted that this guy has got so far. And he's laying waste to all his creatures, all his foes. I'm amazed. Right, what's this guy got on him? An ugly monster with powerful bloody claws. The body is covered with mucus and many black eyes are visible on the head. Jesus. Right, what do we got? A crowbar? Right, let's take the crowbar then. No skill to use. Forget the crowbar then. A lamp. A white lamp. Margin of light 271. That's the seconds. Okay. Yes. So let's open the drawer. What have we got? A grindstone and an ancient book. An old, dilapidated book that has lain for many centuries in the dust of a forgotten dungeon. Books can be read at rest. So at some point in this game, you can actually rest. And I was thinking that I can't get over this creature. What is that? So some sort of like a cross between a crawler and a porcupine. Right, let's turn that out. You can close the doors. Oh, I love it. I just love the interactability of the world. So if you close the doors behind you, I'm thinking the creatures can't follow you. Why am I gesturing with my hands? Never mind. Darkness consumes you, right? I don't know what that is. What is it? Piece of coral? Okay, so we're going down an extremely dark corridor now. So with this class, we're managing to get quite far. And I don't know why, and I don't really care. Oh my god. I spoke too soon. We spoke too soon. That is entirely my fault. I didn't die. I don't know how I didn't die there. And I have no health potion. Right. We're bleeding. My health is regenerating very slowly. Okay. So it's kind of like, dare I say it, Call of Duty. You have to just hide, you know, wait for a second to let your health regenerate a bit. So, what are we going to do about this? Best thing to do is count the seconds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got about 3.5 4 seconds, but they come up in the middle. That's the problem. Okay. Oh my god. Same again. No. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Phew. That was close. That was close. Just going to have to wait here for my health to regenerate again. I'm, you know, not really far in the dungeon, but I'm a lot further than I got before. So far, which class do I prefer? The Thief. Good set of tools for getting through locks and doors and things. The darkness is destroying me. Oh. That may be why my health wasn't regenerating. Yeah, he's very useful. And he's got double weapons. So... let's think. Where do we go from here? Aha, here we go. A secret passageway. Yes, I like the Thief. Right, what's this? A zombie. Oh, we died. He nearly died as well. Slain monsters 4? No, I slew more than 4, I think. Secrets found 2. I slew more than 4. I know I did. More like 10 or 12. So there we go, guys. There's the Blacksmith, the Warrior, Hunter and the Thief. Now, after playing all that, which one do I prefer? I have to say I prefer the Thief. They're versatile. They are quick, dexterous. They can pick locks. They can use poison. They've got a special backstab ability. They can see traps. And they've got the two-hand daggers. So they're quick. Okay, so far I prefer the Thief. Now, I probably will revisit this game in a little while. Not just yet because I've got other things going on, but in a little while. And once I can become more proficient at it, and I'll see what else I think to some of the other professions. So it's literally just a demo, this game is. So yeah, it was just a quick video to see what I thought of each profession, and so far I love the Thief. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And as I said earlier, about 10-15 minutes ago, put a comment down below to let me know what you thought to the video, how I'm doing, if I'm making any stupid silly mistakes unnecessarily, or if you like my assessment of the different classes. Okay, so there's more videos on this game to come soon. Cheers, guys.